first day of the trading session. So we are taking stock of what are the expectations and outlook for 2024. And for just that, from the unlisted space, we have a venture capitalist joining us. Rajeev Mantri, the managing director at Navam Capital, is with us on the show. Rajeev, hi, good to be speaking with you. And first up, wishing you a very happy 2024. May this year be better, bigger and brighter for you.
Thank you for having me, Anisha. Likewise, wishing you a very happy new year too.
Okay, so now let's begin with just that, 2024. How do you think it's going to be different than 2023, especially in the unlisted and private market? Because 2023 was marred by a bit of a winter in terms of the, funding winter that we have been talking about. There have been a lot of layoffs, etc. at many companies. How do you see 2024 to pan out for these?
So, last 18 months obviously saw a bit of a pullback from the very frothy period that we saw in 2021 and probably the first half of 2022. But I do think that much of this has played out now. And the coming like 12 to 18 months, I think will see a pickup again in activity in aggregate when we look at private investment in the VCPE categories. So I think what is very heartening is the geographical spread of entrepreneurship in India has really widened, and there's a certain breadth of sectors which have come to the fore. So I do think that the startup India phenomenon is getting actually more momentum, and the next 1 or 2 years are going to be really landmark years.
Well, fingers crossed for that landmark year. But the year gone by was a landmark year for IPOs and the kind of exits that we saw from PE and VC investors as well, in the sense of the lock-in period ending, a lot of block deals happening. How do you, expect 2024 to play out in that respect?
So, by all accounts, Indian markets have been the best market in the world for listings and for initial public offerings. So, I think that is a very encouraging development. In fact, in a way, it closes the loop for the VCPE sort of industry, where there was always a question as to whether it would be possible to list new age companies. If they would list, would they trade? Would there be an appetite in the retail segment, in the mutual fund segment for companies of this type? And I think all those questions have been answered in the affirmative by market action over the last 2 years. Yes, of course, there have been certain companies listed at a very high valuation. They've seen a significant pull down, and I think this is par for the course. Like, we should accept that there will be certain excesses on both sides, and the takeaway really is that capital markets are open for new age companies and listings of new age companies.
Yes, there's a lot of opportunity there, but I want to specifically talk about one of your investments, and that's Ather Energy. Of course, the entire energy transition and electric vehicle theme has played out beautifully in the year gone by. But this year, of course, the street is also watching out for the IPO of Ola Electric in that sense. For the entire electric vehicle ecosystem, what are the big factors to watch out for as we head into 2024, you believe?
So this year saw a fair bit of churn on the policy side. So the FAME scheme was kind of rejigged. There were some questions about value addition from certain of the EV manufacturers. So there is, I think, the consolidation which was coming in the industry got accelerated and has kind of happened now, I think, or is happening faster than expected. So EV penetration in India continues to be fairly low. I think the government policy at a higher level is very clear that they would like to reduce dependence on oil imports and electrification of vehicles, both four-wheelers and two-wheelers, is necessary for that. So I do think the government will sort of keep pushing that point. And some of the players who are emerging from this sort of consolidation period will do very well in the coming years.
But Raji, talk to me about what is going to be the big trend you believe in 2024, whether it's AI, whether it's something else. Which are the latest pitch books that you're getting, or something that has been very interesting and intriguing for you as the next big trend to watch out for?
I think the integration between hardware and software, where companies are developing products now which combine elements of both. So the products that combine elements of hardware and software innovation to build something unique, offer something truly novel to fulfill the customer needs. I think that is a trend which is picking up now, and the rise of frontier tech and deep tech innovation in India is really encouraging in that regard, because we already always had these capabilities in the country, and now we are finding that our engineers, our sort of technologists are actually creating products in these industries and getting traction in terms of customers paying for these products, whether it is enterprise, whether it is government.
And before I let you go, Rajiv, I just want to get back to the IPO point, because I understand that some of your portfolio companies might also be looking at coming into the secondary market via the IPO action. Could you talk to us a bit more about that? Which are the listings that are anticipated?
So we have 3 or 4 companies which are in IPO track now. In fact, probably some of them would list in the US, some would list in India. I don't want to talk about any company specifically, but yes, we do have 3 or 4 companies that are looking to go public. And like I said, the Indian markets are offering some of the best kind of traction for new age companies, and there's never been a better time for being an entrepreneur in the country, and that's, I think, a terrific sort of development.
As it's been said, it's the Amrit Kal for India, and it's playing out across all sectors and themes. But Rajiv, on that note, we let you go. Appreciate you making time and speaking with ET Now.